Welcome. I'm here to give you guys a philosophy how to expand and build upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice, first in the mind, then it becomes reality. Whatever the mind and man can conceive and believe can achieve. So you go out there day after day, do the work, accomplish, put yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though the success, the creation has not arrived, has not manifested just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything like that die along with you because you didn't have the philosophy, the courage, the frameworks. That's all going to change. You have all that with the go-getter energy to go out there and make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. This is the method, the philosophy known as create a God. This your man's Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winning Mitchell. Today is your health. Actually, I had the wrong notes. I have yesterday notes. What's going on here? How your health feeds your creativity. That's why you need to work on your health. That's one of the investments, a form of investments as well. That's one of the ones you should invest in yourself is your health. 5 forms of investment is time, money, energy, focus, and attention. Okay. So along with that, why you should take care of yourself. Okay. Committed yourself to excellent care, adequate diet, exercise, and taking care of yourself. Okay. You need to go ahead and do that. It doesn't matter what you're doing. For me, myself, I got some good. It's right over there. You guys can't see it. You see that little bottle right there? If you're watching from video, it's that red bottle. That Kangen water. I got Kangen water for my health, my good liquid, good old water. I got some of these turmerics for Kangen water, which I'm actually supposed to, use these as of right now. And also for myself, you don't have to do it. For myself, I've been looking into carnivore diet. So I'm going to be getting into carnivore diet. You go into 75 hard, go into carnivore diet, see if it works for me. If it doesn't, maybe do keto. But I'm do it for carnivore diet. Then I'm going to slowly start bringing other things and see how my body reacts to other things. But I want to be fit, the best version of myself, and also for more of sports. A lot of people disagree. Trending, I think carnivore is pretty much a trend, a little bit of trend. A lot of people say it's a conservative, a conservative agenda and all that. I don't disagree with that. I disagree with that. But the vegan diet is, people think that it was forcefully with vegans and all that. That's one that I just say works for you. See what works for your body. See what works for you. But for myself, I'm going for the carnivore diet for my diet and my daily exercising, which I'm going to look forward to doing that. My stuff from Butcher Box come in. Hopefully later on we can get some sponsorships. Butcher list. Butcher Box is going to be one of the sponsors I like to have onto the show, onto the podcast. And from there too, with Kangen or with Enagic, Enagic this year actually released something with Wagyu beef. So they got something they're going on with their stuff with food and stuff like that. So something maybe I don't really need Butcher Box. I can use that. But that's more for growing my business and stuff too. And it'll be a tax write-off, bro, because it's part of my business, man. So that's would be more of the benefits, the reason why I would go with that, even though the cost would be a lot more because Enagic more of high ticket sales products. So I will be looking forward to when I start getting myself ready. So along with that, I'm a little bit ahead of myself with these points, but these help. Good sleep. We mentioned about dreams yesterday. Work on your health. It helps feed your creativity. Okay, feed your mind, get your mind going. You get you able to be more productive, you can say. So that's the reason why for yourself, which I mean for myself, that is reason why I got that back in order. Me getting established up in here in Texas, I'm able to get myself go ahead and getting to my carnivore diet right and my health and other stuff there right. Got me filtered for the Kangen within my K8 as well. So along with that, you guys, all this is health. Building your health, work on your health. It helps feed your creativity. And what a reason why I feed creativity. You don't want to be the type of person, for instance, like there's some artists that they don't really treat their health very good, right? Health is a gift. Not everyone has it. You can recover from yourself. You do certain things. And in America, it's more of a sick care system. When you get sick, that's when they try to treat you. It's not a preventative sickness because preventive sickness, they will start. We do live in a more capitalistic society, and most people are not ethical the way they do in business. I'm looking to be ethical in the way am I doing business and how I promote. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But other than that, A lot of con with, if you look into Kangen water, Kangen water, actually, I had a story. I'm gonna give you guys a story. This is when I was living in LA. This is before I got my device. This is when I was sleeping out of my car and me getting into wanting to learn how to build online business. I've done a lot of mistakes, getting into multiple business all at the same time, and not really going anything with many calls and all stuff like that. So, and probably another thing too is not bringing my offer in front of people. But I had, before I got me a device, I was living out of my car, and I was going to Torrance. There's a magic place in Torrance up in LA. And I was going there to get my refill on water, get some water, refill. I did it for like a month or two, whatever. Got into a car accident. So my car had to be fixed and everything like that. And I needed some water because I didn't have the water, or I didn't access to it. I went to Walgreens, right back next to the LA Film School. Now there's no longer there anymore. That long reason, because COVID killed everything. I ended up getting Voss water. And there's some other waters I got, Fuji and all that, and I couldn't drink it anymore because the quality of the water was so different. And that's why, like, I can't go out with Kangen water. I need the Kangen water. So that's a story I'll tell you guys today. And if you want to know more about it, you can go ahead and go to JaronMitchell.com/iconic marketer. I will have it. Actually, I should actually bring it up right here. But you don't have it in these banners. Let me see. Do I have it in the banners? Oh yeah, I actually do right here, which I actually need to change it. There it is. It'll be more of this right here. So you guys can go ahead and see free course, a way to build your creative freedom, which it will help you build your creative freedom, copy our business model. And you go to this link right here, Jaron, which is going to be in the description below in the show notes, JaronMitchell.com/iconic marketer. This is on the business side, but if you don't want to do the business side of things, you can also just get the device. That's up to you guys. And again, disclaimer, Kangen water is not a cure. Water is not a cure and everything. It's nothing like that. You could do a lot of your research through PubMed and Google Scholar. So I will mention that because there's a lot of negative information out there. And a lot of people just want to sell their worth and not being very ethical about it. I'm here to be ethical about it. So if anybody makes, they could say something about it in the comment section. I understand, because everybody thinks everything's a scam. But that's up to you. That's up to you guys. So we're here to be ethical right here. So as you can see, JaronMitchell.com/iconic marker. So that way you guys can go ahead and possibly, build your own goal and start with building your own business, and the income depends on you if you put in the work. And Kangen water is not sure to everything, but it is medical grade water in Japan. And also known as electrolyzed reduced water. So go ahead and get to these points and give you guys my health, a little bit of my health, and what we got going on. And also, too, I'll give you guys another story before we go into these points. Point number one is, sleep. Like, I noticed with me, I've done a lot with Uber and everything, other stuff, and not getting enough sleep. And sleep can, you're just tired, you don't want to do nothing, you sleep, it ruins your productive, can ruin your whole day. And also, if you don't get enough sleep, which I mentioned this yesterday, but if you don't get enough sleep, if you're not actually sleeping, it can deteriorate your health. You're basically killing yourself, shortening your lifespan. And also, too, you can possibly get a heart attack, because me sleeping and working and not getting sleep, me going from Uber to my regular job and having my chest pains and all that, that's not good. That's not a good sign. So that's why I need to go ahead and take care of. And that's the reason why we need producing this podcast and stuff you guys can do. And it's some things that I'm doing wrong and I need to work on. So that's the story I wanted a little bit to tell you guys. A little bit about myself is that you need to work, take care of yourself. You don't want to be like the Hunter X Hunter artist, the creator of that, and back. And many of showing all that with their artists and stuff like that. They even Japan, they're literally killing themselves over health, right? Or health, or which is called overwork. So I forgot the actual Japanese term for it, but it's like when you overwork, you're dying. You die for overwork. Okay. And it can be brutal. It can help mess up your creativity. Panels with some of the manga artists when they go in and they doing it weekly, every week. And you can see that the art, the visualization sometimes is suffering because not getting enough sleep, not taking care of really much of their health or their back, which one of the artists is that he can barely draw because it's pain of his back and everything like that. So go out and exercise, go out and do some push-ups. And that's why me get myself in the habit of doing that as well. I was doing that pretty much a lot, but since I've been in Texas, get myself established and stuff here and ready and everything like that. I haven't been doing so with that. So we're going to be doing that now. I got what I did and getting these podcast episodes and actually practice what I preach, So let's go ahead and get to today's topic today with the point number one. Today's topic, which is going to be, is how creativity how health feeds your point number one, exercise. Okay, I mentioned this already. The creativity fuels your mind. Movement generates energy. Energy flows. When energy flows, energy goes, right? Energy fuels creativity. Is energy, right? You put in energy. 5 forms of investors, which is time, money, energy, focus, and attention. Okay, so energy. What's also everything in the universe is made up of energy, right? Everything, right? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can transform one to another. You probably be like, man, Jaron, I love your energy. I get that a lot at work. The stuff places, man, I love your energy. You got some great energy. Because I know that this is one of the principles, one of the laws of the universe. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Only can transform one form to another. If you have this negative energy, turn that negative energy to a positive energy and put a good force into the world. Use this to actually build your creativity, fuel what you can have. Okay, fuel what you can do. Creativity. When you good in health, it can actually build your creativity. Your artwork and your productivity will not suffer, and you'll be able to want to do things. Okay, so energy fuels creativity. If you put into something, the energy you put out is the energy you give in. What you focus on, you create. What you focus on expands. So that's why you need to focus on your focus on your health. Working on your health, so your health can actually help your health can actually produce more creativity, be more imaginative, and have some more innovation. Because without great health, you're deteriorating. The law of input and output. The more you eat shitty food, have a shitty type of energy, like this fast food and stuff like that. Which in America, a lot of this stuff, and even the American diet. That's why the American food I think it's corrupt. I think it's a lot of stuff going on. They know this food is a lot that's not good for you. Some of the countries outside of America has banned this stuff. It's not edible. It messes you up. That's why we have an overweight pandemic. And a lot of these people talk about this positivity bullshit. Your body positivity. I'm actually going to have an episode on that. Body positivity is taking care of yourself, taking care of your self, exercising daily. That's love, and that's a form of positivity, because you're working on yourself. You're not going on being a fat ass. You're not blaming other people for your problems. You're not talking about this bullshit ass shoot, some of these fat influencers be saying. They be saying something about, fat phobia. But hey, you know what? That's what I mentioned. Fat phobia, right? You're afraid of being fat. Hey, I'm glad. Hey, we need a little bit of fat phobia in society. We really do. I want to be fat. I don't want other people to be fat. I want you, we know it's not unhealthy. Even being too skinny. We know that anorexia is also a form of, it's not a form of healthy. So being too skinny is unhealthy, or not, and being too fat is unhealthy. So I don't understand how society today, that we're like encouraging people to be fat. And most of these fat influencers, or plus size, they can say, I'm saying they're fat ass, but they're, I don't know why. I understand why are we supporting this type of gluttony, which we're going to have more podcasts, is how outwitting the 7 deadly sin, and more of gluttony, because gluttony is a sin. You're sitting, you eating, you're overeating, over consuming, which is not just also with food. It can also be with forms of information and content. You don't do nothing. You just sit in a place of watching videos all day. That's a form of, I could say, gluttony in a way. If you're just watching and don't doing nothing. But yeah, you need to learn self-control, discipline, and know that being a person that's overweight and plus size, in reality, there's these echo chambers on the internet. Go out and touch some grass. Go out there and actually meet people, actually talk to people, actually do that. I wasn't like that type of person, honestly. But going back to, I'm sidetracking right now. Going back to what we're talking about, not being body positivity. How I look at it should be taking care of yourself. Self-love should be taking care of yourself, your health, your wellness. So that way you're able to be the best version of yourself, not gloating, not promoting people being fat, having this plus size, quote unquote. And it doesn't matter with me. You may think, Jaron, you're harsh. Jaron, you're this. Look, man, I seen people who had no legs, no arms. I talk no legs, no arms, actually going out doing stuff. They didn't have no limbs and all that doing stuff. You got people talking about, you got a lot of these people talk about fat phobia, or this and all this other stuff. No, man, it's just none of us not like that. We're not big. We're not overweight. We're not even that with men. Okay, yeah, you could be. It's okay, but some of these plus size, like these fat women, or just plus size people, and not just, but more of the women's side. They don't want to. They want to have a fit guy. Like, come on, man, really? You're not even fit yourself. Oh, I'm going to the gym. I'm eating some salad. No, man, you don't need to eat some salad. It's probably not helping you. If you're doing something wrong, if you're not losing weight, if there's something going on, you're doing something wrong. That's all it is. You can go out and do it. I've seen people that had lost at 60, you'll be over 600 pounds, lose a lot of weight. It looks good. People who are skinny, that looks good, and they got themselves there. Even Lizzo and all of them, which I'm not sure if they taking this other, make them like quote unquote plus size influencers, or slimming down, and their own audience is attacking them. Okay, so they built upon this, promoting themselves, and now their own audience is attacking them. Which, you guys, this is not over here. If you listen, you're in the wrong section. You need to be this section over here on this podcast, or this channel, is being the best version of yourself. So that's why you don't need to be overweight, because it can ruin your creativity, health problems. We spent in America a lot on Medicare on overweight. So start losing weight, start taking care of your health. Yeah, it would be difficult. Everybody in this different position, but as long as you put in the work, as long as you do something that is right, you can make a change. Okay. And exercise increase blood flows, oxygen, or endorphins, which awakens the brain creative centers. Okay. And you don't need a gym. Even walking, I even been seeing walking. You can go out there and just walk. Okay. Stretching or dancing daily can sharpen your focus and mood. Okay, just stretching, getting your body over. I think more than that. I think stretching, because stretching actually helps you get, not get injured so much. And also, I used to have a foam roll. Actually, I still foam roll, getting certain knots in your run, and go out getting massages and acupuncture going on. I'll go through all that, because it can help you. Acupuncture, man. I did that. Man, up my neck, but also need to make sure I do set straight with my neck and everything. Physical movement that clears mental fog and opens channels of inspiration. A healthy body is a healthy body is a temple for creative genius. As in, I believe this may actually not go against Islam. I believe they say Islam. I believe they say something about I think but basically belong to Allah, right? And I'm not sure where it says in which book. It says in the temple of the Holy Spirit dwells in. Yeah, I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna have to look that up. Temple. Let's see. Your body is your temple. Temple. It says your body is a whole your temple where the Holy Spirit dwells in. If it's something to do with Paul, because I know a lot of the Muslims can reject Paul. Let me see, Corinthians. I believe that's from Paul. Yeah, it says, do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. I could probably see something about that. But yeah, so so take care of yourself, take care of your body, and don't overdo it. Another thing, don't drink alcohol, don't do I don't know if I can say drugs on here, but don't do, other stuff like that. You don't need to say it. I already said it already. So you don't do none of that. It could, I think we're from Napoleon Hill. It talks about narcotics and all that other stuff. It could help your creativity. That's why a lot of people that does all that are very creative and all that. However, it deteriorates your body. You don't want you get temporary reward for harsh gains later on. So you don't want to do all that. You don't want to do all that. You can tap into stimuli some other way to build your creativity. All right. So let's go ahead and get to point number 2. Today's topic we're talking about today is how your health feeds your creativity. Point number 2, eat amazing foods. Eating amazing foods. It nourishes nourish the creator within. Okay. You gotta eat veganism. Not great. Something you could do. And most of the stuff with veganism, with vegan and all that, a lot of vegans talk about this with killing protecting animals and killing and all that, which plants are also life forms as well. They also breathe. They also are living beings. So I don't know where to get that from. They also have something where it attacks. That's why a lot of like myself, I can't digest corn. So I stopped eating corn. A lot of stuff is in corn. So there's a lot of stuff that helps. Like corn messes me up. I can't do lactose, or I say not lactose, but milk. A lot of people can't drink milk. I can actually drink milk. It doesn't messes me up. But I heard a lot of carnivore diet as well. Some carnivores, if they tolerate it, they can eat it. It's more animal-based products. And for me, myself too, which I try to do, there's a lot of things I like to try to do with my coffee. Kind of hard. Tried butter. I didn't really like it as much. So right now, so far, which you do have honey, organic honey. I'm not sure. So right now I'm using monk fruit because my mom had neuropathy issues at one point. So monk fruit, the doctor told about monk fruit. That's a lot of the stuff I'm starting to learn about. I knew about GMOs and all that, but it's just more stuff I even learned from was happening to my mom. Certain things can eat, certain things that even with milk and all that, and I didn't even know about. So monk fruit sugar, that's sweetener is pretty good. It doesn't spike up blood sugar, so that's probably something I would get, or even with it's keto friendly as well. So that's probably something I would get as a person which is not really part of carnivore, but something I would like to do because as of right now, there's an alternative type of creamer or something that can make freaking coffee sweet. I would freaking take it, or a replacement of coffee. But as of right now, we be using Kangen water in which I am going to go on carnivore. I guess it won't be kind of carnivore because I'm taking turmeric as well. But certain little things of plants, when you eat plants and other like they attack because they protect themselves from predators, from like birds attacking. And that's why a lot of veganism or vegan diet won't work and don't understand. They say all this stuff in this food, but they put a whole bunch of stuff to make something taste good as a vegan. So vegan is not a great diet. It's not a great diet to get into. There's certain other things that's been manipulated as well. With plants, it's not the same anymore. Sugar contents like watermelon and even mango and all that. So a lot of this stuff is not really good for you. Even with the sugar content, but so it all depends though. It's not the same. So even a regular old banana, the banana today is not the banana it was before. So a lot of stuff been, but food isn't just fuel. It's creative chemistry. Okay, what you eat affects your energy, mood, and imagination. It can affect your mood. Think about it. Even when me and my relationship down, man, she can't eat certain foods with, I think, eggs. She can't really eat eggs. I forgot she has something, but it actually messes her up. Certain other foods as well. She might need gluten, but it messes her up badly. So certain foods, some people can't eat eggs. Some people are allergic to eggs, like almonds, and a lot of people are allergic to tree nuts and stuff like that too. So a lot of this stuff with veganism ain't gonna work. But eating some good that burgers or something like that's good. Just for carnivore diet for me, I can just get the straight up patty. And working at not want to say working, but In-N-Out does have Dutchman's, but the cheese has soy in it. So you might just, if anybody listen to this, may have to going through just getting the patties. But cheese does have soy in it. But the Flying Dutchman's are freaking good, man. I love Dutchman's. So that's from a little carnivore diet friendly. So along with that, you guys, you don't have to, this is just me. I'm mentioning you don't have to get on carnivore. You can get on keto. You can get whatever other diet. You get some people like, oh, diet, you just eat what you want. I mean, go ahead and do it, but it might complain when you can't lose weight. You feel like shit. You're not very productive because what you're eating is shit. It's nothing but shit that you're eating. Okay, eat nothing but BS. Okay, choose. Let me see right here what I got on my notes. Choose whole, vibrant foods, things that come from nature, not factories. Which another thing too, which not many people will be able to have money to get a farm as well and take care of animals. If I had the money or the future, I make that as a goal, get my own farm and start having my own animals and stuff like that, doing agriculture, learning this stuff. So that way that I can have some food for myself and cattle and possibly other fruits and other stuff as well. I'll be able to grow your own vegetables and all that other stuff too. Even though I'm going to be on carnivore diet, I still be growing all that as well, or mainly just with animals and treating them right and learning. That's something I would love to do. Love to learn how, even though it probably will put a lot of work in what I do, but it's something that I can do because I have control and that I know where it's sourcing from. I don't, we're going through a grocery store, and I know there's something grass fed and all that, but still, that's something that can help and help you build and possibly, possibly build a bit of business out of it. So, yeah. So avoid processed foods, of course, a lot of fast stuff. If they start having, was it tallow, beef tallow, I'll probably eat some of the stuff with, like, think about chicken with beef tallow. I want to know how that's like. I kind of want to taste that. Maybe when I get more money and start producing more money for myself, I can start again having this type of content from this type of stuff. But avoid processed food that dull the mind and drain your spirit. Okay, a lot of the stuff that we eat is not good for us. It's not the food. The food, yeah, there's cheap stuff. You got McDonald's. You got, if I'm going to McDonald's, which I don't eat there, I probably just make sure that the meat and all that is good. I just get the patties by themselves. Can't really go to Chick-fil-A. Go to Chick-fil-A, you could just get like I guess it'll be the grilled chicken. You can just go ahead and get that. But most of the fried chicken is fried potato, peanut oil. And so a lot of this stuff ain't good. But In-N-Out is pretty much good for the carnivore diet. And stay consistent with it and see what works, what doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, that means you may be doing something wrong. You need to change and figure out what it is. And invest into other health options that can help you, okay? And hydrate your brain. Creativity thrives on water. We're 70% made of water, okay? 70%. So that's why I got Kangen water right here. Bonus Kangen water for alkalinity and clarity. So Kangen water. Even the brain, I didn't even know our bones are even made up of water. So what you can, you are what you consume physically and mentally, okay? So that's why you got to be careful what you eat and also what you also consume as in content and all that could affect you. It's the law of input and output. What you put out is what you put in is what you put out. Okay. So eat amazing foods, get away from fast food, start going to the store and actually buying food. Yeah, some of this food is pretty much expensive, but think about this. I'd rather buy expensive foods or something I can get me well done in order to get something having bills and medical bills, because you know how the medical system here in America, it's not very great. It's not great at all. It's boo-boo, okay? So let's go ahead and get to point number 3. Today's topic we're talking about today is how health feeds your creativity. Point number 3 is sleep, the gateway to the subconscious mind, the subconscious creativity, okay? Sleep when your mind restores, reorganize, and create connections. Okay, because I'm about the neural pathways, right? I forgot pathways. So when you start getting habits and all that, and getting the rewards and habits, building that dopamine, make sure you release yourself from that dopamine. Overindulging in dopamine, which is like social media, other naughty content you shouldn't be on as well. That can help. That can also destroy your dopamine receptors. And it makes neural pathways. So you need to start creating new neural pathways. With sleep is one way to go. We talked last episode. Now I didn't really talk about more of neural pathways, but you got pathways, which is habits. Okay, habits are the neural pathways. And sleep, again, sleep is when the mind recognize and creates connections. Many ideas, insights, and downloads happens when dreams or moments between sleep or wakefulness. Okay, and wakefulness. Okay, so again, we talked about it in the last episode, which is episode 10. Make sure you go ahead, not read, but listen to that episode again about sleep, or how dreams can help build your creativity. Actually, more of dreams can help build your creativity. We're going to have how sleep can help you build your creativity as well. We're going to be talking about that as well, which is probably going to be all interconnected with these episodes. Lack of sleep blocks focus, innovation, and creative flow. It can block it because you oversleep. You just want to sleep and you're overdoing it. You're just going to sleep. It's going to ruin your productivity. It's going to ruin your imagination, especially innovation. And your sleep pattern is always going to be all over the place where you're not going to get pretty much nothing done. Because think about it. There's some places where you want to wake up, which I say wake up early in the morning. Some places where sometimes you're going to be like and go need to do something, but it's closed, right? You're like, oh. So early bird gets the worm. Create a ritual of rest, turn off screens early, meditate, or pray before bed. Okay, that's why you have, I think with Islam, it's more of Was it Mugrib or oh shoot? You know, I'm actually struggling with the Filey 5 daily prayers. Let me go ahead and look it up right here through one of my apps that I install. Which actually, after this episode, I do need to pray. So you have Isha, which is 8:40 over here. So today actually, time. So you have Fudger, wake up early in the morning, early bird gets the worm. Okay, praying on God, being praying, which is praying can help as a form of meditation, a form of remedy you can use. Then oh yeah, I do have to pray. Yeah, I'm past it, so I'm gonna have to pray, and I'm gonna have to pray again. So yeah, I didn't get that notification. But yeah, so go out there and pray, man. Pray, meditate, whatever you do with your morning routine. Create a routine for yourself for the morning routine and before you go to sleep. Reset, screen time off. You can also set it up with focus modes as well, which I'm on the focus mode right now of recording. So I won't get interrupted on my recording sessions or anything like that when somebody calls me because I'm recording. Create this, build habits, and also you can get screen and use Opal, which also maybe I would like to be a I don't know, sponsor of Opal as well. Opal's freaking dope. I love Opal. I wish they have it for PC, man. It'd be so much. Oh, it'd be so good if they had it for PC, but they only have it for MacBook. Man, I'm trying to see lack of sleep right here, man. Need to get some more sleep. Actually, I had some good sleep. But anyways, so create a routine, and rest is not laziness, it's spiritual maintenance. Okay, you're building yourself. And also, again, we talked about lucid dream a little bit. So maybe I have some more episodes on how lucid dreaming will help build your creativity. Just like dreaming can help build your creativity. And when you master it, you can be able to lucid dream and it will control your dreams and what you're doing in your sleep. So along with that, let's go ahead to get to the next point. Today's topic I'm talking about today is how your health feeds your creativity. Okay, point number 4, self-care, emotional balance. Okay, creativity thrives on balance in the emotional state. And it takes time. Take time for yourself. Meditate, journal, take walks, enjoy your artist date. Okay, have an artist date. This is from the book, which is The Artist Way, right? Go out and have an artist date. Set a date for yourself. Set a date for your creativity, your imagination. Set a date for you as an artist or an individual of creativity, and start setting your date. Like I'm gonna set a date for myself. Let's go and explore some creative stuff and just explore that inner child within you. Okay, go ahead, explore that. And so some form, again, health is a form of self-care. Your creativity is a form of self-care. That's how I look at it. And when you neglect your emotions or spiritual health, your creativity burns out. It can, man. So don't neglect your emotion. Don't neglect your health. And I experienced all this, man. Like it can literally affect you. Not even that, just not doing what you need to do. We're going to talk about another episode on that. How depression is a sign of you not doing what you need to do, and how you feeling some type of way, hating your job, hating what you're doing every single day, like, and you just feel depressed. It's a sign that there's something more, there's something you need to do in your life to make the change for yourself to be happy in what you want to do. Okay. So the better you treat yourself, the more open and creative channels you become. Self-care is not selfish. It's not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. Well, actually, it can be in a way, but if you take care, how are you able to take care of others when you can't take care of yourself? You know, like with the airplanes, right? When the mask comes down, they say put your mask on first before you help to put the others on. And in finances, the number one finances is pay yourself first. So pay yourself first before you start paying debt collectors and all these other people, right? So take care of yourself. But when you're able to take care of yourself, you're able to be a way of selfish at the moment. You're not really technically being selfish because you take care of yourself and you're able to help your family, help the people around you. And I just say being broke or doing certain things, doing a job you hate is kind of being selfish in a way, or not doing what you need to do to person to get your finances right, your money right, to increase your income, to be a very productive member of society and get yourself out there. And it can be kind of not well, it could be in a way. Let me go back. I'm just drew a blank. But point number 5, today's topic I'm talking about today is how health feeds your creativity. Point number 5, discipline and commitment to your creative health. Okay, as as basically I say, I mean, right here. So this is from the artist way. I can say something like, I, Jaron Mitchell, committed myself 12-week journey of creativity. Okay, this is from the artist way. That statement right there. That's not just a statement. It's a contract to yourself, and you're the creator. So you basically putting a contract to yourself. It was kind of like a contract when you set that up. So you have this stuff. You have a contract. You're setting a contract for yourself. Your activity. Start doing practices. Start disciplining yourself and be committed to your creative health. Your creative health. Start working on your creativity. Start working on your imagination, and not even just that. Just be someone who is you being the best version of yourself. So if that's taking care of yourself, taking care of your health is self-care. Getting good sleep is self-care. Helping your creativity. All this comes all in the flow of your creativity and can leak and be better for you to take full possession of your own mind. Health is not a one-time action. It's a daily discipline that builds resilience and consistency. Okay. Treat your body like a collaborator. It's a vessel through which divine creativity flows. Okay. Your flat crow. God can give you certain ways to help you with your creativity. It can help you a lot better, and not without using any type of things you don't need to be putting in your system, like drugs and all that. You don't need to be putting that into your system, and that which you get temporary creativity. However, later down the road, you will be in shambles. It will mess you up, and it's not good for your health. Okay. Your physical discipline strengthens your spiritual mission. Okay. So let's go ahead and say this by the end of this day. We're going to recap. So your creativity is only strong as the vessel that carries it. Feed your mind, move your body, rest your soul, and protect your energy. Because when you're healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually, you can truly create like a god. Okay. You can truly do what you need to create. And the one thing it is, God can never rest. God can never rest. Basically, he sleeps. That's why in Islam, I love the concept of God in Islam, or just God in general in Islam. Allah is so powerful, all knowing, that if he rests a day, everything in the universe would basically collapse. He sustains everything, the heavens and the earth and many other worlds. So he cannot rest. And I know in the Bible said he rests basically the seventh day. Is it the seventh day? Man, see, man, I need to get back on my Bible reading too now. Shoot, I've been reading the Quran a lot recently. But yeah, the sixth day, but yeah, the seventh day he rest. They said the Sabbath, but he never rested. Maybe he I don't know. I really don't know. I will say, as of right now, I'm still educating myself a lot more with Islam. There's a lot more I need to learn, and I actually need to get back to my Bible reading. I do want to get the Ethiopian Bible because they have more books, and the Bible that I have more is a Protestant type of Bible. But let's go ahead and recap today's topic. With today's topic I'm talking about today is how your health feeds your creativity. Point number 1, exercise, the creative fuel, the body, the mind. Point number 2, eat amazing foods, nourish the creator within. Don't be a fat ass. Don't be this type of person. And I suggest you guys being a fat phobic. Okay. Be fat phobic, a fear of getting fat. I don't want to get fat. I don't want to get overweight. I don't want to get unhealthy. Have the fear of being fat phobic. If you exercise, people say exercise or anything like that. Hey, I'm fat phobic. I'm a proud fat phobe. Okay. I'm going to be a proud fat phobe. I love being a proud fat phobe. You know why? Because I don't want to be fat myself. I don't want to be fat. If you an individual, if you an individual want to be fat, hey, you can be fat. But for me, I don't want to be fat. I'm fat phobic. I'm a proud fat phobe. Maybe I make that to a shirt or something. And I want to get into for myself, I'm getting into the carnivore diet months. Many people say, oh, you eat carnivore, you need X, Y, and Z. But I want to try it out myself. I want to do it out myself. And many other people are having great results. And plus, I'm an athlete. And keto diet would be good too. So you have keto diet. Then the next from there is carnivore diet. And whenever you do it for 90 days, then when you do it for 90 days and see what else you put into your body, but eat great meat, but put everything into your body. So that way you can see what works and what doesn't work. And keto diet will also help you as well. And if it doesn't go right, if it doesn't work well, it's because you're doing something wrong. It's something that you're not doing. You're missing the piece in the puzzle, because school did not teach you about health, did not teach you about nutrition. And not even today, schools and colleges and all that in general don't teach you about hydration. The most important basic thing is hydration, being hydrated. We are 70% made up of water. And that is the reason why I choose Kangen Water and to do business with them to help me build my business and my brand, because I believe in the product. And is the only top product for ionizer, and also it's very I won't say competitive, but very, which you can bring it out and have, as long as you have a faucet and all that and bring it hooked in, and you have Zamzam water, which is it's a blessed source by Allah. So a lot of the components within Kangen water and Zamzam water are pretty much similar. It's just the only thing is it's blessed with this source. With Kangen water, if you get a filter, which you have to get multiple filters. You get multiple filters that can take certain things out and use a filter within Kangen water, and it spits out too. Because Kangen water, the ionizer with the Ka doesn't take everything out, but if you have other filters and all that to help you out, it will, the Kangen water will be actually better. So that's how it is. And depending on where you live at, water can be strong or heavy. But yeah, see, you are what you consume physically and mentally. Point number 3, sleep, the gateway to subconscious mind creativity. We talked about in the last episode how dreams can help build your creativity, which is episode 10. So along with that, with sleep is the gateway to subconscious mind. Get your sleep in. You can use sleep. Sleep will help you restore, reorganize, and create connections. And make sure you go ahead and help you build neural pathways as well. Again, any ideas, insights, and downloads happen in dreams and moments between sleep and wakefulness, which is why I was gonna say Elon Musk. Napoleon Hill talks about, before you work on visualization or your goal, read it out or visualize it before you go to sleep, and when you're waking up, because that's when the subconscious mind is more effective. And lack of sleep blocks focus, intuition, and creative flow. And creativity, rituals, rest. Oh, I'm reading that out. And just work on just getting your sleep. And I need to get the book and invest in that book also too, Why We Sleep. Point number 4, self-care, emotional balance. Create balance in a balanced emotional state. You don't want to be like, you can be stoic and all. I think I prefer being stoic, but you're not like showing like certain brutal things. But you talk to your buddies, you talk to as a guy, you talk to your man about what your problems and what you're going through, even though at that times you could be with stoic, but you actually like cry and all that within your man, with your man and everything like that. So time to take care of yourself, meditate, journal, take on walks, and enjoy your artist dates. And oh yeah, go out and exercise, walk, and all that other stuff too. Okay. And point number 5, discipline and commitment to your creativity. Like, have a contract on yourself. Have a 12-week with like the artist way. You need like something like, for example, Jaron Mitchell, commit myself to the 12-week journey of creativity. There's much more to that artist contract, but you make a contract to yourself so you can be more disciplined. Like you also have the self-discipline creed, the self-confidence formula. You sign it, you date it, you read it out loud once a day, according to Napoleon Hill. And yeah, man. So that's what you guys need to do. These are the 5 points. And I would say, these are the 5 points to give you. Let me know about today's episode. And Poe, folks, is not where we at, to where we come from. Always create like a God. You're the master of your fate. You're the captain of your soul. You're made in the image of God. God gave you a brain to think for yourself. So worship the one true creator, which is, I believe, Allah. And always create like a God. And if you want your copy recession-proof business model, want to learn more about Kangen water, how to do business within Kangen water. Again, this is all depending on your efforts, your results. And another disclaimer too, Kangen water is not a cure for everything. Just a lot results, a lot of experiences that I have. Best water, not just because I'm selling a device, is because I believe in a product. I believe in it. So make sure you go ahead and get your free online course. For me, the way to contain creative freedom that can help you as a creative individual. So you can actually, for me, I'm looking more creative freedom, not big corporations to create what I want. So you can copy our recession-proof business model, and all efforts of you financially is up to you. Has not, is all to be between you and Kangen water is not a cure for anything. I'm not making any health claims. Okay. So you can go to jaronmitchell.com/iconic marketer. So that way you guys can go ahead and start getting your copy-proof business model and get the free course today. All right. And talk to you guys soon. Talk to you guys in the next episode, which is tomorrow. All right. Peace.